What's up, guys? Today we're doing a video on the POG Championships. For those of you who don't know what the POG Championships were, a group of individuals, a lot of tournament organizers that have been doing online tournaments, decided to get together and put a unofficial World Championships on pre-rotation, because it's not post-rotation yet on PTCGO. So it was a pre-rotation, new set, Darkness Ablaze World Championships unofficially that happened. Anyone could enter day one, which was really nice of them to do. All three divisions were mixed into one, giving every person a chance to kind of fight for the medal. It's not for anything official. It's just crowd-funded, backed, sponsor donations, with some decent prizing. Nothing crazy to write home about, but it was a very nice impromptu tournament that kind of took the place of Worlds. For me, I was not intending on tryharding. I did have a day two invite, so I didn't really care too much, honestly. About on the last weekend, I got my Darkness Ablaze codes. Um, so I was like playing around with some stuff like Senti Scorch, ADP, like some of the lists that I posted on my YouTube were the lists that I had been testing pretty exclusively. That Senti Scorch list that I posted, maybe 2 cards off, I think I sent it to Purplecliff, other well-known YouTuber who piloted it in day one of the tournament. Not to a day two finish, but like I think he went 5-4 and then dropped. Um, Sam Chen played something very similar as well, a really good friend of mine. So I had been testing those, and then I'd realized I was losing to ADP on ladder a couple times, especially with my Lotic. So I thought maybe what if we take ADP and kind of get fancy with it, get jiggy with it. I'd settled on a really nice ADP list. Myself, Sam Chan, and Chip Ritchie sat in like a Skype call or a Discord call until like 2 a.m. Friday morning or 2 a.m. Saturday morning when Sam had to play soon because he was pod 1 and Chip was pod 2. That was really nice. And then neither Sam nor Chip made it. Chip had some really unfortunate luck. ADP was still what I was set on. On Saturday, before the decks got locked in, Azul Garcia Griego, one of the top players, he's insane. He's really good at the game. Makes a lot of awesome content. Dropped a Welder Mewtwo list. And I had Welder Mewtwo built still from last format. I did play it at the Players' Cup. I played it at pretty much every tournament conceivable, except for the Invitational, which I probably should have because that would have been way more fun than what I played. Um, so I had all these pieces lined up, and I had a direction in how I wanted to approach it. But I didn't have a list, so I got in a Discord call with two of my good friends, Miloslav and Nico Alabas, your OCIC champion from this year, both top 22 Europe, both really good friends of mine. Our like calls have not been about Pokemon during the quarantine. It's been like TFT, like life, workouts, like just whatever, like memes, TikToks, like But we like got together, we did Pokemon, we watched all of day one, and at the end of the day, I was losing confidence in ADP more and more the more I played on ladder and the more I was testing. And full credit to this list goes to Nico. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. Nico came in, flamed me for a good 10 minutes. For anyone who knows Nico, you know he likes to flame people. He came in, flamed us, gave us this list. We played a couple games on ladder. I beat a couple things. I was playing pretty badly. He flamed me a little bit more. Um, and after all that, I said, and then Nico went to bed, and then me and Milo played like 3 or 4 games of ADP versus this. And even the games where I didn't set up perfectly and ADP set up perfectly, I was winning, like convincingly still. And at that point, I knew that Mewtwo still had the firepower. People are not playing text for Mewtwo as it currently stands. Um, and with all that being said, I was very excited to play Welder Mewtwo again because it's one of my favorite decks. So I'm going to explain the cards in the deck, and then I'm going to show the ADP deck that I almost played as well. We're going to start with what I did play. For those of you who were following along the POG Championships this weekend, I went 7-1-1, and I bubbled at 9th place, which kind of blows. At the time of the recording of this video, it's been about 10 minutes since standings have been posted, so the wound is still fresh. I figured I'd just record my thoughts before my food that I ordered comes, and then I could wallow in my self-pity and watch some anime and eat some Korean food, because I ordered some Bim and Bop, and some Bonchon wings. So that's how I deal with losing. So without further ado, we got Silvally-GX. This card has not seen like any competitive play besides that one London IC. Turbo Drive is like a budget Solgaleo for an extra energy, so you can use it if you need it. Rebel GX is the biggest reason it's in here. It's a GX attack that provides a one-shot answer to Eternatus, which you need, and then you can take tempo in the game. There's a 3-1 split of Dedenne and Crobat. Crobat is the new asset into the deck with his Dark Asset ability that allows you to draw cards up to 6, which means if you have a Welder already in hand or a Hearth already in hand, you can use the Crobat. As you can see from my gameplay videos that I'm going to upload later this week, I did make a lot of fucking mistakes with the Crobat because I'm not used to it. If you guys, also in the comments below, if you guys want to see, I'll mention it at the end again, but if you guys want to see 2 uploads a day just so I can get through my matches and you guys can actually watch them, let me know. If not, I'll do 1 a day. But I don't really care about like pumping out like hella content in one day. So if you guys want to do that please. And then, yeah. Incineroar really gets really good. I played Lucario last format, but Crushing Punch gets added value. It was insanely good. Crushing Punch was actually for me. Darkest Tornado gives that one shot on big guys like Eternatus or Centiskorch. Really important. Nag has always been in the deck. I'm not explaining him. I'm not explaining any of these Fire Boys. They've always been around. These guys all stay. Tina is a little bit interesting. Azul played Zigzagoon. The only difference is Zigzagoon hits active, but if you have to discard it early, that Zigzagoon loses entirely value. Tina actually didn't do anything for me besides be a bad opener one game, and then one game against ADP, I got the ping into the knockout 2 turns in, which was good. Sigilyph is another new addition. I kind of stole this after seeing Philip Lashewski's list in day 1 with Nico. Intercept GX says 60x, which is like a one-shot on Centiskorch, hopefully. It also opens up the potential for outplay, like bad plays from your opponent. Keep in mind, I didn't realize this in one of my rounds. You will see it. Mirror Counter only does damage back to GXs and EXs, not every other Pokemon. So Vs and Basics that are regular or whatever are exempt. Something I did not actually realize throughout the game. So mistakes were made on my end, but you know, it'd be like that. 4 Cherish, 4 Quick. Actually, like one of the best engines in the deck. Like Cherish Ball can get you literally everything you need. Yeah, 1 Reset Stamp. It seems like not enough, whatever, but it's actually really good. Trust. 4 Switch, staple. 1 Scrapper, super good with all the tools being played. Charms, boards, metal frying pans, like all these cards are rising to prominence. Toughness, Cape of Toughness, I think it's called. Like all these cards are rising to prominence, and you have the chance to just take a Scrapper turn and have a huge Power Swing turn on a turn your opponent didn't expect that to happen. 3 Hearth, always been standard. 2 Boss, I was a little uncomfortable playing only 2 Boss and no Eldegoss, and it did hurt me in some of my games, but not enough to matter, and I felt okay with everything that happened in the deck. 4 Welder, 2 Big Charm. Big Charm is absolutely necessary in this deck now due to Eternatus being able to one-shot you with a full bench if they can. So with the Big Charm, what you do now is force them to go triple ping Zigzagoon. And if they go triple ping Zigzagoon to one-shot you, that means the second KO, where they have to go Yveltal GX or something like that, means that they have 5 outs to get Zigzagoon pings plus scoop up nets left. And there's a pretty good odds that they've already discarded some Zigzagoon or nets or have exhausted some of those resources. So that really saves your life. 2 Escape Boards really helps, just Jirachi engine, the usual. 9 Fire, 3 Psychic. The extra energy did help a lot. Like some games I was like, what if I didn't have X, Y, or Z? Really helped. So this is this list. I really enjoyed this. Shout out to Nico. Shout out to Azul. Thank you guys a lot. So I'm going to go over the ADP list quickly. I played 2 Crobat, 2 Dedenne, and an Eldegoss. Kind of speed was the idea. Turn 1 GX no matter what. 2 ADP, 3 Zacian, very standard. So here's the interesting things. I had Cobalion because day 1 I saw a lot of like Sleepy Mill and like status condition based decks doing well. So I figured that if you play a Cobalion, you can just auto win some of those decks. Milotic was my 1 card answer to Centiskorch, Charizard, fire type decks that kind of do stuff to you. A Mewtwo that goes in Rushazard, I don't know. Was really good in testing. Liked it. 3 Acrobike, 2 Cherish Ball, Name of the game is speed, 1 spinner, 3 E-switch. Again, speed is what I'm looking at. 1 great catcher, 4 saucer, 4 quick ball, 4 switch, a tool scrapper, 3 turbo patch. Turbo patch I was a little on, but it is what it is. Scrapper was actually broken, like against things like Pikarom. Definitely important. 1 chaotic spell kind of like did the job for me in most matchups. So I kept it. 1 bird keeper, switch draw 3. Bird keeper is a new guy. He's really important in the Vikavolt matchup, so kept him for that. 3 bosses. I had 4, but 5 gust cards seemed like a little too much. 2 Marnie, 4 research, and then 8-3 on the energy count. I think the deck is still good. I think the deck is really good. Regan Retzloff played it today. I don't actually know how he finished. I'll talk to him later. I think he might have dropped to go play Fortnite. Who knows? But these are 2 options that I had, and I settled on Welder Mewtwo this morning, waking up early, talking to Nico. And that being said, I'll switch back to the list. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please subscribe, please leave a comment down below about how you would like me to release the videos of the games this week. I can do 2 a day. I don't mind doing 2 a day. I know that it's like a hit for numbers or whatever, but I'm not a content creator anymore that's shooting for numbers or whatever. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this as a give back to the community and like a much more relaxed experience. So I don't mind doing it. I don't mind dumping all 8 in one day if you guys want me to do that. Might be a little bit too much. So maybe like 2 a day for the remainder of the week. Just let me know in the comments down below. Shout out to everyone at POG, the staff, tournament organizers, everybody. You guys did an awesome job. So thank you guys so much for watching. By the time you watch this, it'll probably be Monday morning. So POG will be over, and hopefully Will or Isaiah has won. But other than that, thank you for all the support, all the kind messages, everything on Twitter. Yeah, thank you.